Disney, Disney, Disney. You are so beloved by the world, and you gave us so many things that we hold dear. Precious memories, cherished moments, wonder, magic, boners. I think that last one needs a bit of explaining. Hey everybody, EyeofSol is back again. And this time on Channel Frederator, I'm going to be talking about every single last sexual reference that we could find hidden either sneakily or not so sneakily into your beloved animated Disney movies. Now please keep in mind that lewdness will be present at all times, plus many of these sexual instances have been explained away by the Disney employees. But that won't stop us from casting light on Disney's trousers when they're pulled down. 1942's Bambi. Bambi, a movie known for creating beautiful, serene world with many childlike wonders to explore, but it's really mostly known for mother death. Because of the mental scarring many children receive from having blatant matricide, some of them may have overlooked how the skunk, Flower, when he gets his first kiss, swells with the power of love, then a large amount of blood, and becomes stiff as a board. How charming. 1977's The Rescuers. Probably the most famous of the hidden Disney sexual mishaps, for two glorious frames in the background of The Rescuers, there's a picture of a topless lady. The titillating frames were only discovered after the movie was released on VHS back in 1999, and sparked a massive recall by Disney. It's never been revealed exactly who put the picture into the animation cells, but whoever did must have been really, really bored. 1988's Who Framed Roger Rabbit. With a character as buxom and alluring as Jessica Rabbit, why would anybody feel the need to sneak anything into this movie? Your biggest sexual stimulus is basically plastered on a giant billboard. That being said, it's still all, well, covered up and hidden in innuendos. Except for this. After Jessica gets thrown from the cab at the end of a short chase, her dress flaps up, revealing that she is indeed
not wearing any pants!
This was only discovered after the home Laserdisc release in 1994 and has since been censored. 1989's The Little Mermaid. Movie covers. They can instill us with visions of grandeur and excitement, as well as terror and dread and who the hell am I kidding? There's a jingle bone on the Little Mermaid VHS cover. While Disney insisted that this suggestive structure was only included in the cover due to time constraints on the artist, and was not intended to be an undersea schlong, they still removed the offending edifice from the poster. But how can you blame the artists? It's not like they expected someone to start staring vacantly at their box art until things started looking like dongs. Another little tidbit comes from the actual movie itself, where near the very end, when Prince Eric and Ursula are about to get married, a short clergyman steps up to give his blessing to the new couple and gets a little too excited about it. Disney claims that this is in fact the man's knee, but in a knee-jerk reaction, no pun intended, they edited out the very happy little knee from all future releases. 1992's Aladdin. Most likely one of the most debatable of the hidden references, during the scene where Princess Jasmine finds Aladdin on the balcony, he appears to say something odd. Listen, if you will.
Good, can you just take off?
Did you hear it? Sounds kinda weird and hard to hear, but nothing very offensive. But people have insisted that the line is in fact a veiled reference to promiscuity, as it apparently sounds like Aladdin is saying, "Good teenagers, take off your clothes."
Good, can you just take off?
This movie's production staff denies this line, saying that, while it was ad-libbed during recording, the real line was supposed to be, "Good tiger, take off and go." But now that you've heard the other, more interesting version, it's impossible not to hear.
Good, can you just take off?
1994's The Lion King. Definitely the most famous reference next to The Rescuers, when Simba flumps down in depression on a grassy cliffside, he makes some of the greenery rise up into the air, bringing with it some sex. You see it? Right there, it says sex. Well, not according to Disney, who claims that the reference actually says SFX, a signature of their special effects department. But who are you going to believe? Even if you trust in Disney's words, you'll never not be able to see anything but sex in that dusty cloud. It's also worth mentioning that some have argued that the 2002 re-release poster of The Lion King has a scantily clad woman hidden in the artwork. Don't see it? Here it is with the outline. Yeah, good luck on seeing that. 1996, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. While some people may disparage The Hunchback of Notre Dame as being a watered-down, Disney-fied version of the original Victor Hugo story, most people won't tell you that the song Hellfire isn't anything but impressive and grand, while also being a little disturbing and perverted. But they just weren't looking close enough. It appears that Esmeralda's dancing form in the fireplace becomes unclothed in the last few frames before it disappears. It's hard to see, and somewhat up for debate, but only one thing can be said about this. Those are some fine bazongas. 1996's Aladdin and the King of Thieves. Disney's straight-to-DVD lineup isn't considered stellar, but that doesn't mean they can't slip in some innuendos every now and then. Case in point, during a wedding scene, the earth starts shaking from a stampede, and that rascal genie says, quote, "I thought the earth wasn't supposed to move until the honeymoon." Nice little joke for the exactly 0 adults watching this movie. 1997's Hercules. There's no real beating around the bush here with this one, people. After Hercules punches the river guardian in this Greek epic, a horseshoe falls on the guardian's head, and a huge Long John Silver grows out of his forehead. This isn't even hidden or anything, it's very clearly a set of family jewels. The one thing I wonder about this is why this didn't ruffle anyone's feathers. It is very clearly a knobgoblin. Sorry, getting one carried away here. 1999's The Brave Little Toaster to the Rescue. This may not be a movie as fondly remembered as the other entries on this list, but there's no denying this scene's intent. Rather than explain it to you and ruin it, I'd rather just show you the scene and you can judge whether or not it's filthy.
My memory banks are being stroked, and by an expert, and I can't keep it to myself any longer.
Oh yeah, they went there. 2006's Cars. Most people who talk about Pixar don't regard Cars as one of their strongest films, and for a good reason. It doesn't do anything particularly mind-blowing, however, there are flashing cars in it. And by flashing cars, I mean cars that flash the headlights. Let's just say that if this movie starred humans instead of anthropomorphic vehicles, the rating would change from this to this in a heartbeat. 2010's Tangled. Tangled is a nice movie. It looks nice, sounds nice, and everyone just seems to have this niceness to them. But this reference doesn't come from the movie itself, no, but from one of its promotional posters. This one may be hard to see, so I'll help you see it. Now, let me highlight it for you. Look, Disney, it says sex! You can't SFX your way out of this one! 2011's Cars 2. This one is probably one of the most debatable ones, since it honestly could have just been from a lack of knowledge on the subject of 6 sexual internet videos, but in Cars 2, the villains of the movies are lemons, a slang term for old and beat up cars. And here they are seen having a party. A lemon party, as it were. If you don't know what lemon party is, consider yourself lucky. And no, sorry, but we won't be showing you any clips here. But be advised that this reference is, well, horrific if true. 2012's Wreck-It Ralph. What an awesome movie Wreck-It Ralph is, wouldn't you say? It's so much fun to see all those video game references blast onto the big screen in a gigantic mess of nostalgia. But there's one reference that may have a double meaning, where Ralph calls Pac-Man a cherry-chasing dot muncher. This is another one that may be up for debate, since the term cherry can refer to someone's virginity, but it most likely is just referring to the in-game cherries from Pac-Man's home game. I just hope Miss Pac-Man doesn't know. 2013's Frozen. During a scene where Anna and Kristoff ride together, Kristoff berates Anna's knowledge of her fiancé, Prince Hans, asking him what his foot size is, to which Anna replies, "Foot size doesn't matter." And you know what they say about foot size in men? Before I leave you, I'll just give you a couple bonus pictures here. They supposedly had suggestive content in them, but you be the judge of that.
Thank you for watching, everyone, and a very special thank you to EyeofSol who put this together for us. It's a fantastic video, and I know this was a long time coming. You should totally check out her channel over here. And if you're looking for more videos from Channel Frederator, check out 107 Facts about BoJack Horseman and 107 Facts about Frozen. They're both also worth a watch. And remember, Frederator loves you.